This is a video to demonstrate ensuring good latching between the seat mast and the rear end of a tikit bicycle. The design of the tikit has a latch pin with a couple of little rollers that seat in the cradle on the rear end of the bike, with a springy section that effectively latches the pin in place. It will close and click into place. A properly adjusted tikit will allow you to pick up the back end of the bike and by the saddle and have the back end of the bike lift off the ground. A little bit of force releases the seat mast from the spring, but just the weight of the bicycle, when picked up slowly, should hold together. Sometimes this latch will get a little bit loose. There are a couple steps that can be taken to make sure that it is tight. The first step is to make sure that this latch pin is tight so that you don't have a lot of play in the bolt, but loose enough that these rollers, section right here, can roll in and roll out of that cradle. If this is too tight, it can be loosened slightly with a 5mm Allen wrench and a 10mm open-end wrench. The Allen wrench goes in the head of the bolt, the open-end wrench goes on the nut, and it can be loosened. This is too loose. You can see that there's a lot of play in there. This is too tight. No play, but the rollers won't roll. This is just right. Not a lot of movement, but the rollers roll well. If it still doesn't latch securely, the next step is to slightly move these pieces of the rear latch towards the back of the bike, closing this gap, making the cradle a little bit tighter. This is done ideally with two people, one to stabilize the bike, but if you've got good balance, you can probably manage this on your own. Take a block of wood, such as 2x4, and a reasonably weighty hammer. Place the wood against the spring and tap the cradle rearward. It's better to make several small adjustments instead of one large adjustment. You don't want to be bending this back and forth. That will fatigue and ultimately weaken the metal. But a small tapping in will close this off and allow it to spring more tightly. To confirm, unfold the bike, ensure that the rear end and the front end are seated properly against one another. Bring the seat mast back so that the pin is in the cradle and press down. It should latch into place. You should then be able to pick the bike up by the saddle without it falling open. Good fortune.